Okay, so tonight we're gonna check out this knife here. I'm gonna give you a bunch of what fors and what nots. Let's get into this.
Please hold. Jimislash. Please hold. Please hold for Jimislash.
Okay, this is the Crkt. Where's my glasses? The Crkt Xan. The Xan. Never mind. You know how you know you're old is when the music that you were not cool enough to listen to is not cool anymore. So you weren't, never mind. You'll understand it later when you get old. Alright, so this is the Crkt Xan. Check this out. Have a look there. That looks good for a cover. Check that out. Okay, right now, do me a favor, hit the like button. I can get more likes. If I get more likes, I'm gonna start doing some giveaway stuff. And also hit the subscribe button. All right, let's get back into this. This knife is about 95% really cool and about 5% don't get it. And I'm gonna explain that to you in a little bit. But first off, let's just get into what this is all about here. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, about 3.7 inches of 1.411/6 stainless steel. Check that out. Nice clip point there. Have a look-see. It's got some excellent thumb studs. I was going to say biracial thumb studs. Those are not biracial. I don't know what those. There's two-sided to these thumb studs. It's the medicine. It's the cold medicine. Check that out. So it's ambidextrous. That's what it is. How come I couldn't remember that? Ambidextrous thumb studs. Really nice, easy to get to thumb studs. Check that out. Carbon fiber through here. Have a look-see there. Check that out. Let's see how much carbon fiber we have, shall we? I don't know how that matters a whole lot, but it might to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4.8 inches of carbon fiber closed. So, what are you looking at? About 3 and 8.5 inches overall, something like that. Have a look-see there. All right. Now the knife itself in hand, it's got an excellent clip on it. I'm going to show you that in a second. Semi-oak construction. It has the assisted on there. I forget what they call the assisted. Let me look that up real quick. It's got special names, you know. Maybe they don't have it. All right, anyways. The outburst spring assisted. Okay, so it's outburst spring assisted is what CRKT is calling it. Let's have a look. It's very snappy on the assisted. It's got tip up, tip down cover, carry. Should you be weird and want to cover it, carry it tip down. Have a look-see there. Excellent lanyard hole. Definitely going to need a lanyard on this thing. Great jimping up here on that thumb ramp. You can get up here pretty good and get some good purchase on that thing. Very cool, excellent knife. And I'm going to show you right now real quick. I did a little bit of this earlier, but just how useful this thing is in cutting. So you got this cut easier, but it's super nice in hand. It's super, just really easy. Your hand's not gonna get tired using this thing. And it just goes, just a good blade for cutting, a good feel. The ergonomics are nice on this. And now I'm gonna tell you why you shouldn't buy it. I know I never do this. And I don't ever do this unless it's usually for safety reasons, and that's the reason behind this. Let me show you something. Oh, I feel terrible about this. I feel terrible about saying don't buy something. Now, okay, don't buy it. We'll get into that in a little second here. Here, check this out. All right. So you're gonna put this in your pocket. The pocket clip is so nice. It slides right in, but so it's in your pocket, and I'm just gonna show you. Let me get my thumb out of the way here. Just a little bit of bump, and now you're reaching into your pocket for that. I know I usually don't get on this kind of stuff, but the detent on that assist is so light. Just the slightest bump in your pocket. So you're walking along, hit the wall or something, it doesn't take a lot. I'm trying to do it with as little as possible. See, just barely. That's the problem with this knife. If you got this thing to use as a pocket knife, it's gonna give you some serious problems, because you're gonna always be worried about this. That's why I know a lot of people don't, but I like secondary locks on assisted knives and automatic knives. Most of us aren't going to be yanking this out of our pocket to fight the jets or sharks. It's not going to be a problem like that. It's not going to be time to rumble when you pull this out. You get the assist. It's for maybe your older fingers, maybe your arthritis, maybe you just like the way that feels, and that's understandable. And a lot of assists, you don't need that on. I mean, you don't need that secondary lock on, because you really do have to push on that, or maybe the thumb studs aren't as pronounced. But these thumb studs stick out nicely, and if this was any other knife, or if this was a little bit tighter on that detent, it would be awesome. So if you're thinking about making this a spring pocket knife, I can't recommend it as a pocket knife, and I hate doing that. I hate saying no to pocket knives. Now, this is what I'm going to do with this knife. I'm going to stick it in my truck, and as a truck knife, this thing is awesome. Because now it's going in my console, I need a knife, I reach in there, and I got something that's gonna, spring open for me and be easy to close. That's why look at this. I mean, you close it with one hand, and you get it down here, and that's almost as good as having a folder, unassisted, as far as closing it. It doesn't have a lot of push, and the laundry is done. Great. Live from the laundry room. So you can close it easily. So if you have your other hand busy, it's not a problem. But in your pocket, that's where it's gonna be a problem. So if you have this it's kind of expensive for a truck knife. It's up there in the $90 range. So you got to ask yourself if that's what you want. But if you're using it as a truck knife, yes, tackle box knife, awesome. At your desk knife, certainly. Stuff like that is a great knife. It works well, and your hand is not going to feel tired. It feels good in my hand. I don't have any hot spots. I'm grabbing this thing super hard, and it doesn't. All it hurts is my bones to grab things super hard. But everything else works for this knife. So if you can be safe with it, if you have if you had a sheath for this thing, it would be perfect. This would be a great sheath knife. If you had this instead of a buck or something, that would work. But throwing this in your pocket is going to be, I can't recommend it. I'm just worried about it. I'm worried about the ease which it catches, and just look at that. I barely touched that thing and it flicks open. I don't know how to test the poundages or whatever. I'm just doing it unscientifically, non-scientifically, whatever it is there. And I just don't want y'all getting stabbed. I really like the idea of this knife. I like the idea that it's one of the Forged by War series. There was an ex-Special Forces guy, Special Operations guy. Let me see if I can find his name. Darren Seroy. And he designed this knife. If this thing was unassisted, it would be amazing. If it had a little bit stronger detent on that assist, it would be amazing. And it's just lacking that one thing. So if you have other plans than pocket knife for this, definitely get it. Maybe talk to Crkt if you have any stroke over there about doing something with a detent. Maybe getting rid of the assisted part of this. I don't know. I love it in hand. I love the way it works. I just really like the blade shape. I like everything about this except for the one big thing that makes me unable to recommend it. And I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to be that guy. But I had to be that guy for you, the people. What do you think? Oh, nice. I just broke my microphone. Oh. What do you think? Is it still pocket knifeable? Is it still something you would go after, even without that, with the easy detent on that thing? Kind of scary. Let me know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. Do me a favor, once again, hit like, hit subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later.